Hello, and welcome back to the Bunny and Dragon Network, and welcome back to Draig Dice, the Pathfinder 2nd Edition stream here on the network. That sounded really professional there.
No.
I am joined by my lovely players. Once again, hello everybody.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello there.
Yeah. And today we are back, and no announcements, so we'll jump straight in with a quick recap. Over the last few sessions, the party have been relaxing. They've been cooling things down after their big battle in the underground cavern beneath the city, where they fought the leader of the Pipers, these child-snatching cults that were doing some weird evil ritual, and were about to sacrifice the children. They saved the kids, all of them, saved every single one of the kidnapped children, and defeated the leader, or this leader of this part of the Pipers. They defeated him, grabbed a weird book he had on him. I think you left his little staff with him, didn't you? And his flute. He just took his book. They took his book, and they collected the bounty on him, and spent the last few sessions doing some business, doing some... Dave and Jomin particularly investing in some business, which was Dave's idea. A bit of shopping, a bit of threatening merchants on Boohert's part. So there was some arguments, some making up, some construction work, and a bit of research where Matilda, Boohert, and Jomin took the strange book and took it to the library and to a wizard tower to try and do some research into it, see what it was, and discovered that this book appears to be made out of not leather, but humanoid skin, a mixture of elves, dwarves, and human skin, patched together to make the cover of this weird book. And that the book, they found out that the book seems to have a very dark, unholy magic on it. Jomin, as a cleric, could sense the unholiness and the evil surrounding this magic, and it was very not good. The party then retired for the night eventually, and retired to inn rooms to rest. The morning arises, and I believe, Boohert, you wanted to get up early and do some work, didn't you?
Yes.
Because Boohert had volunteered himself for looking for some work to make some money, working to help with the construction of the theater stuff, the square festival stuffs. So you wake up first early in the morning and find yourself there at outside the temple of Abaddon once again, Abadar, and helping them to lift these words, breaking it, putting things together. So you can make me an athletics check for how good you do this morning.
Coming right up. It's so much easier on a touchscreen laptop.
So Boohert is doing some work. Boohert is supposed to wake up at 16. Okay, you do pretty sad work. Not quite as good as I think you got a natural 20. Did you got a nat 20 before for the work, and you got you got a lot of pay from that, but you got a bit of a bonus. This time your work is pretty average, but it's still good. You do it up. You work for about an hour before another shift of people comes in, and after all of your hard work, you're given your pay and said that you can take a break, go take a break for the rest of the day, and they'll call on you again if they for another shift, possibly in the evening.
Oh, cool.
So you work for about an hour and a half, and you are given for your hard work there with 16. You're given. How much were you given before? You were given a good big bonus of like 30,
I think it was like £40.
40 gold or so. And so this time you're
40
given.
gold.
This time you're given this was a shorter shift, and you didn't get a bonus this time, so you're given 10 gold this time.
Okay.
Do you want to add that to your sheet, or should I?
I don't mind.
Right, I'll add it since I'm on your sheet already.
Oh, hold on. I added 1 already, so...
I'll add an extra 9.
Thank you.
There you go. So, meanwhile, everybody else, you also wake up as Wilhurt is returning from his work, and you all sort of just end up, as you do in the morning, sort of, we're in the only place here in this, because I believe you paid for bed. And did you pay for bed and breakfast, or just bed? I think you just paid for bed, didn't you? But either way, there's breakfast if people want it. You're treated to an extra breakfast for free on top. So you end up at some point gathered around at your breakfast table, where you may begin to discuss what you plan to do next. You know that there are still 2 active bounties on the bounty board. The last time you checked, whether any more have been added, you're not sure, but last time you checked, there was still 2 active bounties on the bounty board to take care of. It's up to you. What do you want to do?
Matilda says, I think we should stay here until 2 days after the festival. Because I know that people need to collect things the day after the festival. But then afterwards we need to go to... what was that point?
Crater Point.
Yes, that one. Thanks, Blue Hut. In order to find, like, the person who would know with this dark magic the book possesses best.
Yes, you were informed that, I believe you were told it was, I remember who it was, Malvamesk, one of the members of the Council of Dragons, this council that rules Crater Point, who is apparently very well versed in magics and old artifacts and stuff. You were told it might be difficult to grant an audience, but a letter would be sent on ahead to try and, you know, tell them good things about you and try and get you an audience.
Yeah, I think so. Matilda says that she thinks we should do that. What does everyone else think?
Bullheart want to kill things. There's more bandits. We could go fight bandits.
I was thinking maybe we could maybe go to the festival. I would like to see it, but if you guys are intent on fighting or more, then we can. But can we at least try to come to the festival?
Oh yeah, I really want to go to the festival.
You guys do know the festival is on the 13th. Today is the 10th, so you have a few days before the festival, so you can certainly do both. You could kill some bandits and be back in time for the festival.
Oh, we can.
If you were fast, if you moved quick, you were fast, you might be able to kill some bandits and get back in time for the festival. You know where the bandit camp is. You were informed. You interrogated that one bandit, right? Did you interrogate him? Yeah, you did, right? I think.
We will always interrogate any bandits we take alive.
Did you interrogate that bandit and find out where the camp was?
We did.
Yeah. So you know that camp that he told you is about 3 days away. But if you move quickly, if you get that's on foot. If you got some some horses or carts, or some quick horses, you might be able to get there faster and be back just in time for the festival. If you wanted to make it there and back in time for the festival, you'd have to make your move today, because otherwise you're not going to be back in time and you'll miss the festival.
Let's go. I want to go.
Okay, we can head off there.
We will need fast horses to get back before festival.
I'm performing in festival as well, so I need to be at festival.
I'm gonna
Okay,
take this.
oh.
I'm gonna take a sip out of my trusty canteen.
You take a sip out of your trusted canteen. It tastes like whatever you've got inside that thing.
It has the beer.
Oh yeah. Is it the magic canteen you got, right? The bottomless stein, the dwarven beer.
Exactly.
Yep, you take a sip of your dwarven beer from your bottomless stein. Delicious.
I looks at the canteen. Best purchase ever.
Yeah.
But not your most profitable.
What do you mean? I take the second one that has the wine, offers it to Burhart.
Mm-hmm.
Well, does Booherd
I
want to take some of the wine?
Boohurt don't drink wine.
I give him the one with the foreign beer. He's just like, maybe this one.
Boohurt not drink beer.
Like, what you drink then?
The blood of my enemies.
Okay, Boohurt, I get the idea that you haven't fought for a while, that you need to fight. But let's hang on, we need to have some logic about this.
As when Booherd
I'm
goes,
bored.
when Booherd says the blood of my enemies, a passing server just looks a bit scared and takes a few steps away and hurries off to another table. Yep, Jomin's sword is... You do know, Jomin, your sword isn't going to be finished just yet. It's going to be a few days before your sword's done.
Oh dear, it's gonna take forever. Well, no, it's okay. I should just be patient. Let's see. Words are hard. What weapons do I have I can use in the meantime?
Yeoman, you need weapons?
Oh,
I have plenty of weapons.
Yes, I would like that, please. I would like to have a weapon. Hopefully it's not too heavy.
Boohurt pulls out his dagger. Obviously Boohurt is a lot larger than Jomin, so Boohurt's dagger is probably not going to be dagger sized for Jomin.
You do still have a warhammer, Jomin. Jomin does still have a weapon. Even though your short sword is currently in the shop, you do still have a warhammer.
Oh yeah, I still have a warhammer. Thanks, DM.
Everyone looks at Jomin.
All I can think of is Danger Mouse when you say DM. No. Like
that. Sorry about that. I appreciate your dagger, Boohurt, but I think I will use my warhammer for now. But in case if I need it, I'll ask you if that's okay.
I always have weapons. Let me know if you need any.
Okay.
But are we deciding on what we want to do? I'm bored. I want to go kill bandits.
I'm saying this out of character, but I keep thinking that Boohurt, like, he's like those characters, like in like TV shows or whatever, like cartoons, where they have the long trench coat on. They open up and they just have weapons, like in the coat.
Just weapons that could never fit in it, just like maces and battle axes, all handing out to the coat.
Yeah.
Hey kids, you want some sharp implements?
Right. So, what are you guys doing?
Yes. Oh my
God. Where can we get horses from?
Stables.
Where in stables?
They are stables in this city. You know for a fact, at least where some of the stables are. For example, You know, there's the Iron
I
Shoe
see.
stables that is really close to the gate. It is quite literally the building just down here. That's the Iron Shoe stables. It's a stables really close down by the gate that leads out of the city. That's the big main stables of this in this place.
Dave was just gonna follow. Dave doesn't really have much to do.
Okay, so where are you guys going? What are you guys doing?
What do you think?
You want to head down to the stables?
Very
Yes.
bold.
No, we're going to stay
Okay.
here and twiddle our thumbs. Of course we're going.
Wow.
I'd like to ask,
Yes.
how fast is Tazaki's Spirebot compared to a horse?
Your spider bot is definitely slower than a horse.
Okay.
But your spider bot is also pretty small. You can really carry it with you, or it can ride on a horse with you if necessary.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So you guys head down to the stables, to the Iron Shoe. That was what I called it, wasn't it? The Iron Shoe. Yeah.
I think so.
You need to make notes.
I do have
as
notes,
soon as
actually.
you mention stuff.
It is the Iron Shoe. I have notes for all of the main stores in this city.
Ah.
So you
that's
guys
good.
head down to the Iron Shoe, and you get there, and you can see it's obviously mostly an open building because it's a stables. You can see there are quite a few horses actually gathered in here. You can spot several their enclosures, several different buildings. For reference, this entire building on the map, this entire building here is all the Iron Shoe, and there are several different parts holding the horses. At a rough count, you can count about 10 or so horses here, and there is a small counter area service with a chair next to it, and there's an elderly character sitting in this chair, a lizard folk with grey scales, sitting in the chair with one of those straw farmer hats on, leaning back, looks to you as you approach, or leans forwards ah!
Hello.
Adventurers. Have you guys also got your? I'm assuming you've got your cart with you as well.
Dave, are you bringing your
Dave,
cart?
You're bringing your cart.
This is not our cart. This is my cart.
Yeah, Dave's cart. Is Dave bringing his cart?
Yeah, Dave needs horses for the cart.
Oh yeah, you've been carrying it by hand so far, haven't you? Because it had no.
Yeah.
Because what happened to the horses that were? Oh no, they bolted at some point, didn't they?
We never
There
found them.
were never any
oh no,
horses
there were
on
never
that
any
cart.
horses with that cart. Who knows how the bandits were putting it? So
With
yes, you rock up with your cart. He's like, adventurers. Well, what can I do for you?
We need horses.
Obviously.
And two ponies. Buhat says, gesturing at Jomin and Matilda.
Well, what kind of horses?
Fast ones. And
Fast.
2 small ones. And 1 strong one.
And you just point to the cart. One for the cart, please.
Right. And you want
Maybe.
fast, yes? You want fast, sturdy, big, strong. Details. You said you want speed?
Yes.
Right. You two look heavy. Looking at Buhurt and Dave. You
Excuse
two,
me.
not so much. Looking at Matilda and Jomin. Looks at Tazaki. You look boring.
Excuse me? What did
Normal.
you just call me?
You look normal. Right.
For now.
Zaki just nods, so Zaki just nods.
You ride horse or ride cart?
He ride cart.
Who ride cart? Which of you?
Me ride cart.
You ride cart. Everyone else ride horse.
Give 2 horse for cart. Can drag more things.
1, 2 horse cart. Do you fast deal, right? He thinks and then he thinks for a moment and then stands up off the chair. Got just the fin. For cart.
Right.
2. For cart. 2 draft horse. Strong, but quick enough to match speed. 4 rest. I give you. How cheap you need?
Pardon?
How cheap?
Boohurt looks at Jomin and Dave, who have somehow become the treasurers. How much do we have?
Dave actually has more money than no. Boohurt has more money than Dave now.
Yeah, because Dave gave like 100 or something gold for the thingy.
Yeah, Dave has spent a lot of money. So I can give you the numbers just to ease things. And combined, Boohurt, Dave, and Jomin combined have about just over 150 gold, about 160.
I could, well, I mean, we should pay it. Maybe we could pay a little more than the cheapest price.
Right.
What would be a good price for the horses?
Well, does this actually have prices for horses listed? I wonder.
Well, no, they don't have to. It doesn't have to necessarily. It has to. Ugh, Jesus, I can't talk.
Ooh.
It doesn't have to be prices per se. It's like how much like should we pay like to just borrow them, like, or whatever.
Oh, we want to buy the stuff.
Oh, you want to buy them? Oh.
And we want to buy like 2 elephants, 7 griffins, 2 dragons.
What if gentlemen paid 50 gold for the horses?
Let's first hear how much they cost.
Okay.
Where are they? I know there's actual. There are stats for the horses here. If I can just. There's prices listed for horses, and they might not be as expensive as I thought they would be. Here we go. Horse. So let's see. Skeletal horse, riding horse. Right. So, he gives you the prices. He offers you for the cart he can offer.
Well, we
He
have
can
a
offer
cart.
to pull your cart. He can offer since you said you had 2 horses for the cart. He can offer 2 medium draft horses, which would cost The ones he's offering would cost about 10 gold each. They're big, strong, but also as long as the cart isn't too heavy and doesn't have too much stuff piled on it, they'll be able to put it at a pretty decent pace. And for others riding, he can either give each person their own singular horse, or he could give you, if for example Jomin and Matilda ride together, and Buhut and Zaki ride together, or one of you rides on the cart.
Excuse me, but Tazaki already has another thing to join in with them.
Oh, really?
You've got the spider bot.
Yeah, Spider Bot is small enough that it can ride on on the cart or on any other horse without really taking up a spot. Although the horses might not like a metal spider on their back, so Spider Bot might need to be on the cart. Tazaki might need to ride the cart with Dave, but he offers either 1 or 2 riding horses for 5 gold each, or for a standard one, or if you want the best of the riding horses, the fastest horses, 10 gold each. So
how much did you say over the draft horses for me?
Draft horses, I think 10 gold each. For the top tier draft horses.
I'm gonna buy 2 top tier draft horses.
Okay, so
That's a 20 gold.
yeah. So you get So you spend 20 gold for the 2 top tier draft horses. One of them is this this chestnut coloured large draft horse, very elegant and majestic. The other one is a more brownish coloured, with streaks of sort of silver in her mane. This mare that is the second big strong draft horse. You're gonna have to write that down because you can write that down if you want.
I'm just gonna make sure, like, I'm gonna take my time to acquaint myself with the horses.
Yep. Go ahead and roll me animal handling. Is that a fin? No, that isn't a fin in this. Make me a nature roll just to see how well the horses like you.
Nature? Alright, let me find the nature. Give me a second.
It's in the proficiency page on the left. Yep, right there.
God damn it!
Oh wow, a 23. Matilda,
Oh, wow.
you don't need to make this roll. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, the animal a 23. That is pretty good. And for the draft horse, I don't know the will DC of the draft horse, but we're gonna say the draft horse has war horse stats, perhaps. So I can't find draft horse in the thing. Oh no, here we go. So there's war horse, war pony, riding horse, and riding pony in horse under horse. So your riding horse will is 16. You got 23. So you do succeed, and the horses like you. For the rest of you, so Dave has his horses. How many and which of the horses are you getting?
Buhut wants to get a horse for himself and Matilda.
Mm-hmm.
What you said, the best riding horse were 10 gold. The sort of normal riding horses were 5 gold.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, that was correct.
Matilda, what do you think?
It's up to you, however, but we need to be back before the festival.
A quick thing. How much was the enchantment thing?
Which enchantment thing?
The turn you into an animal one.
I Right. That was. Let's see, where is it? Where is it? The runes. That was the Fand rune, and
Yeah.
the price on it was 30 gold. But that's just for the rune itself. You'd need to actually have enchanted it to be a bit extra. Say it would be about 50 gold. It's
50 gold in total.
Yep. Enchanting is expensive business.
Ooh. I'll just get 2 cheap horses then.
Okay, the 2 basic riding horses.
Yep.
Okay, so you get 2 basic riding horses. One is this Yun mare with this coal black skin. The horses have skin or fur. They don't have fur, do they? Have that skin? This coal black skin.
They have hair, yeah.
And well, yeah, hair. That's what they have, not fur. Hair.
They're
The one with coal
yeah.
black hair, and the other one is similar. It looks like these 2 horses are twins. The other one, where you are, either Senna does confirm that these 2 horses are like twin horses. They're sibling horses. So her brother has similar coal black skin, however, coal black skin and hair, but around his neck, the hair is a bit more of a sort of dark silvery grey colour. And you are free to name the horses whatever you want. They don't have names. He tells you they haven't. He didn't name any of these horses yet.
Did he?
Yes.
We will come up with good names.
Sorry to interrupt, but I remember the brown mare. What was the first horse colored again?
The first horse was a chestnut horse.
A chestnut horse. Gotcha. Thank you.
So, Boohurt pays for those 2 horses. So you pay 10 gold total, and you get those 2. So I will. And thus you have all of your horses, and he thanks you for your business. Well, lovely. See you soon. And he goes back to sitting on his chair. Yes.
Wait, one question for you. We've got what, the 2 draught horses and then 2 horses for Boohurt and Matilda. What about everyone else?
Oh, you're having a separate horse for you and a separate horse for Matilda.
Yeah.
I got horses for me and the cart, and you can store a lot of stuff on the cart, you know.
Yeah, the cart's pretty big, and you can also, these horses are big enough that you can fit two on the riding horses. You could fit 2 smaller creatures like Matilda and Jomin on one horse. On the bigger horses, you can fit a person on there even when it's put in the cart, so that might be a bit uncomfortable for the horse. So it's up to you guys if you want to buy an extra horse for Jomin and Tazaki, or it's up to you guys.
I'm hopping in the cart.
Tazaki wants to ride in the cart with Dave.
Yeah.
What about Jomin? Does Jomin want his own horse?
I think it might be a bit awkward if I was sitting on a horse, given how small I am. But
I have ponies.
You have a pony? Oh.
Yes.
Okay. As long as it doesn't throw me off its back, that'll be great.
You wear heavy armor. Would you perhaps a war pony for you?
Ooh, a war pony? That sounds nice, yes.
For you, best war pony. Very fast.
Thank you.
Prize pony in stables.
Oh, wow. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I appreciate that kindly, sir. How much will it be? Will this lovely pony be?
He cost. He thinks, jots some numbers in his head. He cost for you. 8 gold.
8 gold? Sure.
8 gold for best war pony. Strong, fast pony.
Okay. Gentleman pays 8 gold.
You paid 8 gold and you be right back. And he pops into the back, and a few minutes later he comes out with a pony behind him, large as ponies go, where its skin and its hair is this sort of silvery hair with what looks like emerald green streaks running through it. As he brings the pony towards you, it the pony looks down at you as he leads it forwards. This is, and now I need to think of a name for the pony. This is a special pony. Sugar. This is a special pony that he's given a name to already. This.
Sugar Cube.
No, that's what he eats. This is Emerald.
Emerald? Oh.
He is prize pony. Had for many years. Take good care. As Emerald trots towards you.
Are you sure? I feel really bad now.
No, I waited many years, 2 years, to sell him to good home. Take care.
I definitely will take care of him. I definitely will. Thank you so much.
The pony has racing stripes. Yes. So you pay the 8 gold, and you get Emerald, the pony.
Emerald looks up at Emerald. Gentleman looks up at Emerald, and holds out his hand to show that he doesn't mean any harm.
Yep. The pony looks down at you, so sniffs your hand a bit.
Aww.
And you all have your horses.
Yay! Thank you very much. The gentleman is going to hop on, well, not literally hop on, but is careful and gentle and will go on to Emerald and wants to start riding right away.
Okay, so how about you've probably ridden a horse before. Would a pony be better for Matilda than a horse? I don't know. That's up to you guys. That's up to you.
I think Matilda would probably would feel more comfortable riding the same horse as Boohart.
Riding on the back of the same horse.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
You can do that if you want. If you want to just not buy the second horse and have Matilda ride alongside Boohart, that's your choice to make.
Yeah.
If you want to do that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay. Then you can sort of add back 5 of the gold. and you two can ride on. So which of the horses are you two having then? The coal black one or the which of the? Oh no, because if you're only buying one, then they can't be. He wouldn't have given you the twins if you're only buying one of them. So you have another horse that it's just like another coal black horse. So with that, you all have your animals bought, and am I to presume with your animals purchased, you wish to set off?
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Bye.
emerald. So your horses do have stats, and they do in fact obviously they can be ridden into battle. I can't remember the exact rules for mounted combat and stuff, but your horses can also obviously they can ride. They can take actions in battle and they can attack and stuff. I believe how it works is you use an action to command an animal and give it. Okay, yeah, you can use 2 actions to command an animal and command it to do something, if I believe. Oh no, unless that's the wrong command thing. That's the command spell. Animal. Okay, it's 1 action and you issue a command to an animal to do something for you. So you can do that in battle as well. You can issue commands to your animal. Now, if an animal isn't obviously fully acclimatized to you, you may have to make a nature check to make it follow the command. Once an animal has obviously warmed up to you enough, you may not have to make checks anymore. That's essentially how commanding animals works. There's a few more in-depth rules and stuff that we don't need to quite worry about yet because I don't fully know them. So, you guys we're then heading out, I presume.
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
Oh, I named my horses.
You've named your horses?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I put the names in the Dave's character sheet. I want to see you try to pronounce the first one.
Yeah. Well, I am going to be configuring tokens and stuffs for your horses and stuff, so everybody you'll be able to have them. So Svadilfari?
Wadilfari, yes.
Svadilfari. I didn't do too bad there. And Sinia.
You know what it translates to?
No.
Yeah, I know.
Sleep deprivation.
Is that what?
It's Icelandic for sleep deprivation.
Yeah.
And how do you know Icelandic?
Don't question us.
I don't. I
You're
don't.
nerds.
I don't.
Right. Well. So with that, after purchasing your horses, you all head off, ready to go and track down the bandits. Perhaps we'll take a quick 5-minute break here, while so the median sword
What is
can get
that
back.
language here?
We'll take a quick 5-minute break so a median sword can get back, and we'll be right back. Hello, and welcome back. We finished. We're done with break. Hello, everybody. So, after you guys have purchased your horses and have begun to set off, Boohurt is no longer immune to battle medicine, which is lovely. You guys all set off, and I assume you guys are making your way as fast as you can towards the bandit camp.
Yeah, that would make sense.
So yeah, so typically the bandit camp is about 3 days away. So if you want to get there and back in time, you're gonna have to be very fast. You might be able to find a shortcut though. There are always possibilities of taking shortcuts. If you take the most direct route to get to the bandit camp, you might be able to cut down the time a bit, and if you move really quickly, maybe you'll find other quicker ways to get there. So how quickly do you want to move? Are you going to be on the lookout for like shortcuts for faster paths? How you going to do this travel? It was on you as a group to decide.
Well, I'm gonna be
shortcut would be a good idea.
Yeah, but they're gonna be
if you get lost,
because I have a
it
card.
takes longer.
Pardon, Dave?
I'm gonna be reasonable because I have a cart. I can't really go down the hill on such like the others with a horse. You know, I needed to have a reasonable foot under my cart. Unless I fucking end up in the river.
And also, if we end up getting lost, it could take even longer.
We stick to the main road, but riding fast.
Let's not get lost.
Yeah. Who has a map to figure out the route?
Well, one of you, I think, has a map. So, if you're wanting to find the best path, I'd say one of you can make me a survival roll. Any one of you can make me a survival roll to try and figure out the best path through the wilderness to get to this location the fastest. Who's making the roll? That's Boohurt. Okay, Boohurt rolled first. So an 18. Boohurt, you take a look at the map and you think you figure out. You can see that the most obvious and direct route would take about 3 days and take you sort of down southwest from the city. However, you think you spy an opportunity to maybe shave off some time if you go a little more west than south and shave almost directly west and then right down south into the hills. You might be able to shave off a little bit, though not much. This is a fair distance. If you push the horses quite far and take minimal breaks, you might be able to make it there in say 1.5, closer to 2 days, and then you might be able to make a rush back once you've taken care of the bandits. It's going to be a tricky one to get back in time for the festival, but it might be possible. You think you've identified the best possible route.
There is shorter path. Let's take this one.
Yeah. If you essentially you'd have to veer off from the main road and sort of take a really direct route, avoiding the hills that take a while to get past. But you think you've got it. So how quickly do you guys want to push the horses? How much are you gonna push them? Are you gonna take minimal rests? What's your situation gonna be like?
Sleep is what we need Veritas.
Yeah, but Dave doesn't care about festival. Dave actually cares about horses more. So I assume they will be on the back just following people.
Okay.
But if my horses are big like the things you said, like a war horse, type of the drowned horse,
Yeah,
then
they can
they
go
are
pretty far
they
before they
can-
need the rest.
yeah, exactly. That's the thing. They're pretty. I paid for the best ones.
Yeah. Jomin's is only a pony, but Jomin paid for like top-notch pony, so Jomin's pony is able to go pretty far. Buhert and Matilda, your horse is probably the weakest of other than the pony, who's obviously a bit weak, but has got a lot of endurance because they're bred for a war pony. Your riding horse would probably is the fastest, but also has the least endurance. So, Dave, you want to sort of just not push them too much, but you're gonna try and keep up with the others, I imagine.
I'm gonna be in the back, but I'm gonna keep up with the others as well.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna be like too far away,
Well,
you know.
Buhert, Matilda, and Jomin, how much are you gonna push your horses?
Well, Jomin's not gonna really Jomin has changed his mind in terms of wanting to worry about the festival. Because the most important thing is the horse's well-being too, because the horse is especially the little one, the pony, because of the fact that they're smaller and everything. So I feel like Jomin doesn't want to push the horse too hard. I think anything really wants to just try to just focus on getting there, but not being pushy about it.
Okay.
Doing that the best pace that the horse can handle, that the pony can handle.
And Buhert and Matilda, how much are you gonna push your horse? Hello, Buhert and Matilda?
Yeah, we're muted. Given the fact that our horse is carrying 2 people, we're not going to try riding too hard. We're just going to sort of take a sort of steady pace and rest when our horse needs it.
Okay. I will ask, so which of you is in charge of the horse, Buhert or Matilda? Which of you is up front controlling?
Matilda will probably be sat in front because she's shorter, but Buhert will be sat
Buhert's got
behind her. Oh, actually, I don't know.
Who's got the reins?
Who is controlling the horse? Me or you?
Could I guess?
What skill would it be to?
It would be
Because there's
nature,
not-
which Buhert has more of.
Then it'll be Buhert in charge of the horse.
Okay, I will ride. I will steer the horse.
Okay. I will have Buhert, Jomin, and Dave all make nature checks to see how well you're able to keep the horses going and how well they listen to your commands. Okay, that's an 11 from Dave. You can hero point it if you feel like you need to.
2 horses. So I don't know. Maybe I don't need to. I don't feel like wasting it.
Okay.
If need
an
be,
11
I'm
is
gonna
still
slow down.
an 11 is still good. Your horses do. Yeah, they keep a pace. They're a little slower than the others, but they keep just sort of steady pace. Jomin and Buhert, your horses are doing really well, and you're able to actually make pretty good time. Dave's begin to lag behind a little, but because of their high endurance, Dave's horses will essentially catch up once you guys rest. For every time you guys rest, so that your horses recover a little before moving on, Dave's horses are able to catch up then.
Slow and steady wins the race.
And you guys make your way like that for most of the day, really, until dusk. Dusk arrives. How late are you going to ride until before you rest for the night?
We can ride all night.
No, we can't. That's a bad idea. That's a really bad idea, says Dave in the distance.
Why is it a bad idea, Slowpoke?
Well, you see, if you wear off your horse before we arrive there, then you're gonna end up with a potentially dead horse. Or the horse may just fall under your feet while running and you fall to your death and break your neck. You know, it's a 50-50.
But we need speed. We need to get there fast.
We could get there fast. Or we could
So,
get healthy.
so what you're saying, Dave, is that either one of us are gonna die.
No, I'm saying is, let us not push the horses to that far.
And if you do, one of them are gonna die.
I'm saying, the more you push the horses, the higher risk of injury. And if a horse injures its leg, it usually leads to 80% of chance of them dying.
So one of them will die.
Potentially. I don't want to
Finally, you
risk.
admit it.
I don't want to risk. I bought these horses. I'm going to take care of them. If you want to go faster, be my guest. I plan to sleep through the night.
Well, it's that each person can decide what they're doing. So Dave plans to make camp for the night. Tazaki?
I agree with Dave.
Jomin?
Matilda agrees.
Matilda agrees.
I agree. I agree as well.
Well, Boohurt, are you gonna continue on your own? You are currently outnumbered 4-1.
Fine, we stay. But we need to get up early in the morning. As soon as the sun rises.
So
Dave
One
usually
good day, we ride at dawn.
at dawn
Okay.
we ride. So what time are you guys gonna make camp?
Maybe 6 a.m.
AM? 6 a.m.
No.
That's
Well,
when we'll wake up.
That's when we wake up, maybe, or start moving, something like that. I see at the nightfall, did he?
Yep. Dusk is about 6 o'clock, but obviously it's not full nightfall until about what time's that? 10 or
The sun is
11? What?
Yeah, until the sun is about 15 degrees below the horizon.
Yeah. So what about
Let's
about
see,
10 o'clock?
8.
8?
Well, no, let's say 9. Let's say 9.
9 o'clock?
Yeah,
you
let's say
camp?
9.
Okay. So
9 sounds good.
At 9 o'clock, you make camp. There's the horses have you have like little water fins that you can feed the horses with. They find a nearby stream to drink out of, and they graze in the grass. And you guys make camp for the night. So how are you camping? Who are you assigning watch shifts? Is anyone gonna? How are you gonna have shifts for watching? How's this going?
Someone should watch.
Hmm.
So if you're waking up
I
at
think we
6,
should take it in turns. So that way, it's less likely someone fall asleep while on guard.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can have opportunity, you'll take the last shift.
If only we had the
Alright.
robot.
so
They will take the first one.
okay, so Dave will take the first watch. So each watch is roughly about 2 hours, or 2.5 hours ish. Yes, Joey?
Excuse me. Is it okay though if I stayed up the whole night and did the watch? I don't mind. I mean, I've gotten plenty of sleep, and I'm not feeling tired in the slightest. I could be the one to keep watch for the night.
No.
But I want to.
Yes, but what if
You
we
need
reach
your
them?
sleep, little one.
So many you can take the second shift, but make sure you take your rest.
What if we reach the bandits and you fall sleepy?
No, I
I
won't.
think we have.
We need you at full strength tomorrow, little one.
Matilda
But-
suggests we can all take it in shifts. Dave goes first, Zoman second, then Tazaki third, me fourth, and Buhurt fifth. Is everyone happy with that?
Okay.
Yes, I'm happy with that.
Nods.
Okay.
Gentleman nods and like crosses his arms and like pouts. Like he puffs out his cheeks, like, and he's just a little bit angry now. Like he's like, "Why can't I do it?" Like-
Because no. He just points his finger, just no.
Right. Okay, so, in order, who is on first watch?
I'm first.
Okay, make me a perception check.
Give me a second.
And how long are you watching for? 2 or 2.5 hours?
Well, we decided 2 hours each.
Okay.
That's a 12.
12. So your watch passes in relative silence. You do hear like some, standard animal sounds. The sounds of birds going chirp chirp and getting ready to sleep. Crickets, mostly crickets. A couple of owl sounds like that. But you don't really nothing big or important or anything dramatic happens. Who's taking the second watch?
That would be Joman.
Okay.
Bonk John is like,
Jomin.
it's time to switch.
Jomin, make me a perception check. As you are woken up by Dave and next to your watch.
Ooh.
A 26. Very, very good. You're resting for. How do you say it? Okay. Let me. There's actually a table for how long each watch and rest needs to be for when you interrupt. So apparently for a party of 4 people, you'd need to have 2 hour 40-minute watches duration. We're just saying 2 hours. So with a 26, is your they're waiting, watching. What are you thinking, Jomin, as your shift happens and you're sitting here watching around? What's your thoughts?
I don't know, like, just anything at this point, like, Gentleman does think about, his grandma, his grandpa, misses them, misses his village, misses his family, but that's really it, and then he thinks about other things, like, that just happen to come in his mind. He's talking to himself internally, like he's just like having a whole conversation. I guess like any normal person. I don't know. Like, why are you asking me this? Why didn't you ask this today?
Because you're the one on watch right now. You
So was
just thinking.
also on watch.
Yeah, but he's not on watch right now, is he? But okay, so you're thinking all of that, going through that,
Accurate Dave sounds.
and as you're there thinking, you hear a sound. As you're sitting near the fire, you hear a sound out in the darkness, like a crunching noise. As you look out into the darkness, it takes a few seconds for you to see, but then you see shapes moving through the shadows towards you. You see red eyes. Well, not some red, some non-red. You see these beady eyes looking out at you. and then more eyes. And as the creatures begin to advance towards the camp, you see in the edges of the firelight what looks like several wolves approaching the camp. Behind them, a much larger wolf, huge, a creature that you recognize from the stories as a dire wolf. Behind them, you look to the other side as another noise catches your attention, and you see a large black bear also approaching from the other side of the camp. The animals stalk towards your camp. You can see, as the wolves are approaching, you see something. Make me a nature check.
Hey. As soon as Joanne wakes everybody up, everyone roll for initiative. I already know. I know it's coming.
You can also see that the horses are getting a bit agitated.
Ah!
Do you want to?
You-
You can choose to re-roll it if you wish.
Joman,
I mean, you
re-roll.
can't get any worse. You can't get any worse at all.
Okay, let's
You
try
can only
this
get better.
You can choose to use a hero point if you wish. A 13.
Oh,
Good
better.
enough. Just about good enough. I set the DC at 12, so you can see something's not right about these wolves, about these wolves, and with the way they advance, you see they're snarling. There's quiet snarling, their mouths open, dripping. Not saliva, it looks almost like foam. There's something wrong with these animals. You're certain of that.
Rabies.
And what do you want to do? As the animals start to advance, what are you doing?
Artie, what do you think? I'm gonna wake them up. I'm gonna wake everybody
How
up.
are you waking everyone up?
Hello. Somebody wake up! There's wolves and they're advancing towards me. Help me! Help assist me in defeating these things. He's standing up and he's like.
Everybody, you are all woken by Jomin's shouts of alarm. I'm assuming none of you sleep in your armor.
Bluehut probably does.
I sleep in my armor.
You have no
but
armor, Dave, because you're a barbarian.
I have like a chain shirt, but that doesn't really do anything. It's a shirt.
Matilda has hers full of warmth.
Yeah. So
Yeah, as well as a gambeson would be nice and warm on cold winter nights.
Yeah. So
Yes.
wait, so do you sleep in your armor, Dave? I'm pretty sure by sleeping in armor does give you does do something
It usually doesn't.
resting. Sleeping in armor does result in a poor rest because armor is very uncomfortable. And it's hard to sleep in full armor.
I don't have a full armor.
Yeah,
I have a chain shirt.
chain shirt.
It-
You have chainmail,
Well,
which is
Okay.
medium armor, so it counts. If you try sleeping in chainmail, I'm
I
sure
slept in war.
swords could tell us the chainmail is not exactly comfortable.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
It is incredibly heavy, chafes a lot. It's like you could rest in it, but the weight on you would kind of be like a weighted blanket, I suppose.
So
Alright, then,
I am assuming
then
that
then I have a
none of
bad
you
news
sleep in
for
your armor.
everyone. I have a bad news for everyone then.
What?
Dave is naked then.
What? Dave gonna have clothes on to chainmail because the chainmail only covers your torso.
No.
Matilda
You
doesn't
said
have
it's
chainmail,
medium
so
armor.
she'll sleep in her armor.
Pardon?
Dave is half naked, okay? He's not fully naked.
I suppose Dave is used to the cold, so it probably seems quite warm here.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming nobody here is currently would be sleeping in their armor because it does mean you
Matilda
wake up
probably will.
fatigued. Pardon?
But Matilda's only wearing the gambeson. She's not wearing any chainmail.
Yeah. You
I don't
have
think.
quilted armor, which is quilted armor specifically has the comfort tag, which means you can rest while wearing it. So you can.
Yeah, Matilda will keep it on with warmth then.
Yeah, Matilda can keep that on because it's got a comfort tag. Jomin, I'm assuming you wouldn't have your leather armor on, your studded leather on.
Pardon?
Jomin,
And he would. He never takes it off.
you never take it off. That does mean you'd become fatigued, and you won't be able to get a proper rest. Yeah.
Can we just get to the fight, please?
I'm trying. But you,
Yeah, just
you
get
do
to
need
the
to know
fight.
that you will be fatigued. You will wake up fatigued the next morning if you are sleeping in your armor.
All right.
So,
Jomin's gone through worse.
okay. So Jomin
Nothing.
has the armor on, and Tazaki doesn't have armor, does he? Does he? Oh no, he does have studded leather. Is he not wearing that?
Yeah, he has the armor, but no, he's not wearing it to sleep.
Okay. Instead, you're apparently holding it. But so.
Yes.
Right, so, as you all are woken up by Jomin's cries, you'll see the animals approaching your camp, ready to strike. And can everybody roll initiative? Oh, I need to actually start add an encounter, don't I? There we go.
I'm definitely
Okay.
not accepting that.
Roll the initiative again because I didn't start the encounter, so it didn't go through.
Okay.
So, is Buhurt got the armor on?
No, Buhurt would not have slept in his armor.
Unknown participant? What do you mean? That's me.
Who is unknown participant?
Me.
Did you have your token selected? Oh no, wait. I know what's going on. Hold on. I need to actually drag you all over to the right, well, first I need to drag you over to the right map.
That's probably a good thing to do.
Okay, I will add Tazaki's token properly and just put the 23 on his token.
What the fuck? What's that?
Oh, right, so the fin above Sveldvari is the token for Matilda and Buhurt's horse. It doesn't have a token.
Oh, okay.
So Jomin, Matilda, Tazaki, Buhurt, and Dave will rolled. The horses won't have their own turns, but they will act if one of you commands them, although they are currently frightened, so commanding them might be a little harder while they're frightened.
Why am I sleeping on the other side of the road? Why am I the bad one?
I
Really space to the other side. Why did you put me on the side, guys? I bat every 6 months, I swear.
As you can tell,
Yeah, I want to know as well.
I just placed people randomly, but as you can tell, I designed this map before Magna died. Because there's 6 bedrolls.
Oh, really? I couldn't tell.
So, the last few initiatives.
I thought
are
one of
being
them was
rolled.
full of wolves.
So, you guys are lucky enough that Jomin succeeded on that check because you guys are not surprised by these guys. Jomin, you... I pressed begin. Jomin should be the first one to go if the encounter would begin. Is it gonna begin the encounter? I'm not sure.
Technical
why it's-
difficulties.
Yeah.
Please stand by.
Yeah, it doesn't want to begin the encounter for some weird reason. Hold on. Unlink the scene. Okay, there we go. Now it should begin. Jomin, you are first up. What do you want to do?
Alright, well, he's gonna pull out his warhammer.
Okay, yep, you put out your warhammer. That's action 1.
Let me think. I want him to approach. Oh, actually, no, don't do that. I want him to go like towards this wolf and like attack.
Yeah, so
Yeah, it is.
that's 40 feet to get to there. You have 25 feet of movement, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not quite fast enough to get there and attack.
Can he just move up though?
Yeah, you can move up, and you do have some ranged abilities, I think, that you could use, such as some of your cantrips or spells.
So
if you want to get as far as possible, you can get to there, if you'd like.
Like Divine Lance?
Yes, I believe, yes, like Divine Lance, which is a range of 30 feet.
Okay.
So you could cast Divine Lance on one of the wolves.
To be good.
So go ahead and make an attack. Which wolf are you blasting with this Divine Lance?
The one in the front.
Okay, make an attack roll. 14 to hit. Unfortunately misses as you run up and you summon this holy energy and blast it at the wolf. And the wolf bounds forwards, the Divine Lance blasts past and strikes the ground behind it instead. And that is Joman's turn, I am afraid.
Oh well.
And the wolves are the next to act. The guy, that thing over there near Emerald is just the Booher to Matilda's horse.
Still not meaningful.
One of the wolves decides to act next and runs forwards at Jomin and makes an attack roll. Makes an attempt to attack Jomin. Does a 12 hit you? I think not. Not even close. The wolf runs forwards and tries to bite at Jomin, but Jomin is expertly able to ward it off with his. Has Jomin got his shield or just? I assume your shield would have been next to you when you woke up, so you probably could have grabbed it.
Yeah.
So the wolf jumps forwards and you're able to bat it aside. The wolf makes a second attack. This time again a 23 to hit you, which I am afraid does hit. So you take 7 points of damage as the wolf then bites past your shield into your arm and bites down. And from this close you can see in the wolf's eyes almost a crazedness, a crazed look in its eyes. It seems completely more than wild. It's not just a wild wolf. Even wild wolves, they don't act like this. This is unnatural. And you take 7 points of damage on the wolf's turn. Then the big wolf, the dire wolf, strides forwards past the other wolves with, let's see, it has a speed of like the Beauty and the Beast wolves. Yeah, it is very unnatural how aggressive these creatures are. Let's see, a speed of 35 feet can get it to there. And Boohert, how far away from that thing are you? About 10 feet? Yeah. This wolf is huge, and as it runs up, it jumps forwards and it attempts to strike at Boohert. What is your AC without armor? 17 even without armor. Like, that's pretty decent. It got a critical fail. So you have
So it got 7
opportunity
close.
attack,
Wow.
right, Boohert?
Yes, I do.
you may make an opportunity attack against it if you wish. As it strikes at you, you may make opportunity attack. Now, nobody actually
Is that
specified that they were grabbing their weapons as the creatures when they
I didn't specify. I didn't specify, but I went into my sheet to draw my weapon, and it was already drawn.
Did you? Okay. I'll allow it to have drawn that then. Since you went into your sheet to draw it, you may make an opportunity attack against it. If you are within range, but you are, unless your sword has 10-foot range, I don't think you're in range to opportunity attack.
Wait, am I not?
No, you're 10 feet away, so you're not in range to opportunity attack it. It looks like, I think.
How did it try and attack me then if it's not in range?
This thing has reach. It has 10-foot range.
It's a wolf and it's biting.
It's a giant wolf.
I understand that it's a giant wolf, but if it's able to bite me, I should be able to hit it with this long, sharp metal stick in my hand.
Wait, if the wolf for a bite, that means its head has to be next to him.
It did stretch. Yeah, that does make. It did stretch its head forwards to bite to you. I'll allow it here. It's a bit weird because it's a natural reach weapon, which is unusual.
Maybe if it was a claw, it could make sense.
Yeah, it says jaws on the thing. It makes sense if it was a claw. But I'll allow you to opportunity attack it here, especially since it fumbled. So you can go ahead and make an opportunity attack.
Okay.
Well done.
Well done. Roll critical damage, and what type of damage is it?
Slashing.
So that is 28 slashing damage. As you So as it overextends itself, attempting to bite you, you slash your sword around and stab right through its neck. So you did double damage there, didn't you? So this will actually be triple damage. This will actually be triple damage. So it's another. So you rolled. It was 10. So it was 2 times 1d12 plus 4. You rolled a 10 plus 4, 14. So you'll take another 14 points of damage, and damage becomes bludgeoning as you bring it around. And instead of slashing through it, you bring down the flat of the blade and smash it into its skull. And there's a crack.
It says you can deal, so you can choose to you're doing slashing.
Bludgeoning or
slashing.
Are you asking me if I want to kill it or knock it out?
Do you want it? It's just more flavor at this point. Do you want to bludgeon it or slash it?
Oh yeah, no. Boohoo will bludgeon it.
You bludgeon. So you swing and you smash it in the side of the head with your flat of your blade. There's a crack, and its head, it shakes its head to the side, and it seems momentarily a bit dazed, but it shakes it off and seems very angry, and it tries to bite you again. This time with multi-attack.
Booher just growls at it.
13 does not hit you. So, you are fine. These wolves are apparently not very good. Matilda, it's your turn, I think? Yeah, it should be your turn.
Yeah, my character sheet says that it has a spear drawn, and she tries to throw it at the direwolf.
Okay, so you have your spear, and you will throw spear at the direwolf. Okay.
Yeah.
20 to hit will indeed hit. So, roll the damage.
Oh.
8 points. Okay, you throw the spear. It flies through the air, and as the direwolf is still trying to regain itself, and it's stumbling a bit from Boohurt smashing it in the head, you throw your spear. Your spear sinks into the side of its head, right where Buhurt smashed it, and you could already see blood seeping. It lets out this very whimpery noise, like a whimper. It lets out a whimper and falls to the ground. You see the crazed light in its eyes dim, as the creature had exactly 8 health left and is dead.
Wow, exactly 8 health.
You have 2
So
actions.
Buha almost one hit killed it.
Yes, indeed.
Just needed some help from his loving partner.
That's 1 spear that has been thrown.
That means that thing had 50 health.
Do you want to do next? We still have more wolves.
You have
And
2
a bear?
I'll draw my second spear.
Okay, you draw your second spear with your next action. You have 1 action left.
And I move 20 feet to join German.
Okay.
I don't know how far that is.
20 feet gets you today.
Mm-hmm.
So you move up towards Jomin to help. Next up. Right, let's see how far this one can move. Okay. What looks like an eagle flies down from the sky. It slashes. It flies down and slashes. It carves with its talons at Matilda.
Oh gosh.
Does a 10 hit you? I imagine not.
I don't think so.
It tries to carve into
I'm gonna
Matilda
say
with
2.
its talons. I'm pretty sure you have more than 10 AC. I'm pretty sure everybody.
Yeah, I have more than that.
You have 19 AC.
Wow,
It
nearly a
attempts to
critical
slash-
fail.
It attempts to slash into you with its talons and misses. So it turns its eyes instead on the unarmored giant man before it and tries to peck at him. With its beak. Tell me, Dave. Oh no, wait. I should have -5. So Dave, it misses Dave as well. As it attempts to peck out Dave's eyes, but Dave is able to dodge to the side and it misses. And you now have this bird flying between the two of you, screeching loudly and creepily. It's a very eerie. The screech that comes out of its mouth is very. There's something weird and unnatural about it. You don't like it. It immediately puts you on edge. Tazaki, it is your turn. What are you doing? Tazaki? I cannot hear you. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, now I can hear you. So, I'm assuming you were...
Yes, so Tazaki shoots it.
Would you have had your pep box already drawn?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I'm not sure if I should allow it, since no one actually said they draw their weapons. Other than one person who was going to press the button already had it pressed.
Yeah, but I'm the easiest one because
you don't have any weapons.
I can't unequip my weapon.
Your weapons in your hands. I'd say, because I allowed Buhurt, but Jomin had to spend an action to draw his weapon.
Yeah.
So either I will allow. Since I've allowed it for Buhurt and Matilda, I will allow it for everyone. Means I will also allow Jomin to make an extra attack if he wishes. No wait, you used Divine Lance, didn't you? Which was 2 actions anyway. So actually, yeah, Jomin had that essentially 3 action as well. I forgot the Divine Lance is 2 actions. So, okay, I will allow it. So, which one are you shooting?
This
The
eagle right by
eagle?
there.
Okay, you
Yeah,
got
the eagle
25.
between Matilda and Dave.
You had the 25 to hit, so that hits. So roll damage, normal damage. So, you
4.
deal 4 points of damage to the eagle as you fire, and there's a explosion of feathers as you scathe one of its wings, and it almost drops out of the air. It barely stays afloat somehow, as it starts wildly flapping and trying to avoid your shots. That's your first action.
Second action, I shall command my spider bot.
Okay. Spiderbot gets 2 actions. What's it doing?
The first action, it will run over to the eagle.
Okay.
And as a second one, it will try and stab the eagle with its legs.
Okay, make a leg strike. So
14.
Spiderbot scuttles up, jumps into the air.
I
And
will re-roll.
Okay, you're gonna hero point it. Okay,
Yeah.
this is the second
We
hero
will
point
keep
you
the
spent today, I
result.
think. This is the second hero point you spent today, right? I think. Or did you spend any? Someone spent one.
No. No, I did spend it.
Okay.
18.
That's an 18.
That's better.
That hits. Roll damage for Spiderbots. Okay. So as you shoot its wing and it struggles to stay aloft, Spiderbot runs up, jumps into the air, and 2 of its metal legs pierce down through the bird that's struggling to stay aloft, driving it down into the ground and just pinning it to the ground, very much dead. You have 1 action left.
Now tell me, how many actions does it take to put on armor? Is it 1?
To don armor.
Yes.
That takes like a solid few minutes, depending on the harm.
I believe it takes a while.
Alright.
I'm trying to find,
Let's see.
because there is specifically a feat that lets you put armor on quicker. Which halves the time to don armor, but normally it would take longer, half the time. Analyze time to don armor by working with them. I think armor normally takes about it takes a while to don, so you wouldn't be able to do it in just an action.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I can't find the exact time, but it definitely would take more than 1 action to put on armor. Here we go. It takes 1 minute to don light armor, 5 minutes to don medium or heavy armor, and 1 minute to remove any armor.
Okay.
So yeah, more than 1 action. So what else would you like to do instead?
I will go up to... I'll go right by Dave, so... Let's see, so...
Okay.
So I'll move to here, since that's as far as I can go.
Okay, so you move up next to Dave. Next up, the bear. Is the bear's turn, and the bear, with its movement, will... First get to there. The bear has to spend 2 actions to move up to here. And it will attack... Let's see. The bear runs forwards, and with a claw, it slashes it at eeny, meeny, miny, mo, Dave. Dave, does a 21 hit you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you are going to take some damage. You take 9 points of damage as the bear runs up and slashes at you with a great big bear claw, slashing across your bare chest and carving into you.
That's rude.
However, because it doesn't have any actions left, it isn't able to grab you or do anything else. So that is the bear's turn. So that makes it Boohurt, your turn. What would you like to do?
Boohurt would like to kill things.
Well, there's plenty of options. Okay, gentlemen.
How would it take 2 actions to get to the bear or the wolf?
What's your movement speed?
Should be 25, I think.
Let's see. The bear, you'd have to move 35 feet to get to either one of those.
Speed 25, yeah.
However, do you have any like charge abilities, charge actions, or anything? I don't think you do.
No.
No. So yeah, it would take 2 movement actions to get up to into attack range.
For both the bear and the wolf.
Yes.
Okay. Since there's enough people, since everyone's gathered up around that bear, Boohurt thinks that they can manage them, so Boohurt wants to go and fight the wolves.
Okay.
Which wolf?
Which wolf would you like to move up to?
The furthest one on the top.
You should help German.
That one there.
Yeah.
Okay. So it'll take you 2 actions to move up to it.
Boohurt lets out a battle cry as he runs, brandishing his 2-handed sword.
You do that. You cry out after helping to kill the big one. You cry out and you run forwards towards the wolf. The wolf at the top looks. The wolf you're running towards, as you get closer, you can see it looks a bit sickly, a bit less. It looks like the weakest of the wolves. It looks a bit sickly than the others. You can see it looks like he hasn't eaten in a few days. It's quite thin and gaunt, but it's just as seemingly angry and ferocious.
Boohurt will strike at it.
Okay. Have you actually moved on the?
No, I have not actually. How do I? Sorry, taking a second to figure out how Amelia's laptop works.
Not that hard. I did manage it. I'm not that good at technology.
Go ahead and make an attack. $19 will hit it. So go ahead, roll damage.
Excellent.
It's a touchscreen.
8 points of damage. So you run forwards and you slash into the wolf's flank, dealing a pretty heavy blow, but it is still alive, and that does make it the end of your turn. And come on, I want to move onwards to next turn, but it's not letting me. Next up should be the eagle. If you press at your end turn button, it should.
There we go.
It's being a bit funky on my side. So, another eagle gets to act. And let's see, it's got 60 feet. It can. No, it's okay. Well, Mr. Eagle, the eagle that is currently up in the sky. Flies right towards Boohurt. Flies down, it flies up and it descends from the sky towards you and strikes at you with its talon. Welcome back, German. What's your armor class? Boohurt right now? 17, right. So it almost critically
17,
failed
yes.
because it got an 8.
Right.
That was with a roll of 2, so it almost critically failed no matter what there. So it flies down. Its mistake is that it cars very loudly as it's charging towards you, and so you are easily able to just swing your sword and you ward it away as it pulls back from the dive to avoid being slashed, and instead tries to stab at you with its beak.
Bloody bird.
As it attempts to stab at you with its beak, it goes forwards, and as you raise your sword to ward it off again, it instead flies directly into your sword. It now has persistent damage, so it has got I think it's at the end of every turn, or is it the start? Persistent.
At this point, just remove it from initiative.
Yeah, it's taken 1d8 damage per turn now.
Yeah, at this point, just...
Which happens at the end. Yeah, it happens at the end of its turn, so it takes 1d8 damage, which it's got 6 health, so this is very likely to kill it. Alright, I rolled a 1. It flies into your sword and it nicks itself on the sword and flies back up a bit confused about what just happened. It is now, however, going to take damage at the end of every one of its turns.
Excellent.
Oh. Oh, okay. There's actually a thing that can set up to automatically roll the damage each turn. The wolf that you just stabbed. Oh, you Alt F4. You don't want to Alt F4. The wolf that you just stabbed.
I know I don't.
Attempts to strike at you. Does a 19 hit you?
Yes, it does.
Okay, so
Normally it wouldn't, but Bullet is naked.
it bites into you, and I need you to make me. So you take 7 points piercing damage, and I need you to make me a fortitude save.
Okay. Fortitude. I'll find it. There we go.
It's okay. Okay, so it bites into you, and this creature is definitely sickly. Like, even disregarding whatever is wrong with them and that's making them be so aggressive, this creature is very sickly, and you feel like you don't want to be bitten by it too often. That was its first attack. It makes a second attack for a dirty 20. So it hits you again. Make another save, please. As you take a further 8 points of damage. So you've taken 7,
15.
then another 8. And make another
15.
fortitude save. Yep, 15. Thank you. Okay, once again, you are fine. But it does make its third and final attack with a -2 to hit, so a 17 to hit.
Glancing.
Ooh, okay, that hits then. That's an ace. That hits your AC. So you take a further 8 points of damage.
Which is
no,
half because it's a glancing
no,
blow?
There is no glancing blows. Meets it, beats it. So that's 8 points of damage. That's how it works with the DCs. Meets it, beats it. This wolf seems to have taken great offense to you stabbing it, because it has started ripping into you. As it jumps at you as you're dealing with the bird, it bites into first your leg, then your arm as you try to wrench it away, and then bites into your shoulder with its third attack. Make the roll. Okay, so you're fine. You are fine, but this thing, fine relatively speaking, but this thing is tearing into you. You know it's only a matter of time before this thing finds your throat or your face. I do not know how that wolf did so good. That's the weakest of all the wolves. The other wolf runs forwards and attempts to strike at Jomin. And it does have pack attack, which means within reach of at least 2 of the wolves. Okay, no, it doesn't get to benefit from pack attack at the moment. So it attempts, this wolf runs forward and attempts to bite at Jomin. Getting a dirty 20 to hit, which I believe just hits. So Jomin, you take 3 points of damage. As the wolf bites, and it bites just, it doesn't get really through your armor, but you can feel its teeth upon you. And as it bites you, it pushes, okay. So Jomin, you have just been, right, you're back. You have just been attacked by a wolf. It bites into your shoulder, dealing a bit of damage, and it pushes at you and pushes you down onto the floor as it knocks you down as it savages you. So you are currently prone. It attempts to strike again while you're down, but it's not got only a 14 to hit. So as it tries to savage you while you're down, you're able to put your shield in between its mouth and you and sort of push it away. But you're in a not great position here. Dave, it is your turn.
Oh my god, it's finally me! After 10,000 years, I'm awake! Now that it's finally my turn, can I try to understand what's wrong with these animals?
Make me a nature check, yeah.
Alright, give me a
nature
second.
or either nature or arcana.
I'm gonna hit you up with nature, boss.
Go ahead. 19. So as you're looking into its eyes, as you're battling, and you're seeing this bear before you, and as you look into its eyes, you can see its eyes are almost glazed over. Something is dreadfully wrong with them. Something has made them way more aggressive than they ever should be, and whatever this is, you know it's not of natural origin. This is something unnatural, something possibly magical, maybe some sort of weird poison or something. Probably magical origin by the looks of it. You've never seen anything like this before. It most certainly is not natural.
Certainly not natural. Kind of want to save the bear, but I assume I don't know how to break it, do I?
You don't know what could be done to... You don't see really any way that you could help them out of this.
I'm gonna take the most peaceful solution. Rage.
Rage. You rage.
Hey, give me a second. Need to add myself effect. There we go. Thank you. Anyway, how about we help the bear meet his demise? So I'm just gonna bonk the bear.
Yep. You strike with your ape fist. Go ahead.
Ooh, that was dangerous.
17. That does not hit, I'm afraid. As you try to strike at it, and you punch into the bear. And it's pretty solid muscle that you hit, and it doesn't really seem to affect the bear much.
Well, I'm gonna do 1-2, and I'm gonna uppercut it with Engi.
Okay, are you using Engi's strike?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which you still didn't add to me.
Have I've been trying to figure out how to add it, and I'm struggling to see if I can. So it's plus 14 to hit. It does 2d8 plus 4 bludgeoning damage if it hits, which that does hit. So as you strike out with your other hand, and the tendril erupts out of Engi, and a couple of tendrils strike out and around the bear's neck and sort of tries choking it. So 2d8 plus 4 bludgeoning.
I suppose it isn't enough to crit it fully. That's a 17.
It was almost a critical hit, but not quite. But NG begins to choke the bear, and it struggles for a bit before it breaks out of these tendrils, and they come back down into the ring. And it definitely hurts the bear pretty badly there. And that's
all three of mine.
all three of your actions, which brings it to Jomin. At the top of the round, it is your turn once again. You are currently on the floor. However, with the time, maybe we might want to end it here in the midst of battle and pick it up next time. Another round of battle will probably take us 40 minutes. So I'm going to say that at this moment, the battle around you, we will call it here because otherwise it's going to drag on a bit later than we'd like. So we're going to call it here in the midst of battle, if that's okay with everybody.
That's okay with me.
Okay, so we will stop it here for today. Thank you everybody for coming along. I hope everyone enjoyed. I hope our viewers enjoyed. And just what is going on with these animals, we will see. Thank you all. You've been great. And oh, yes.
Thank you, Athi.
Thank you, Ollie. And also, I'm convinced that they're all evil druids.
You think they're all evil druids?
Yes.
Well, typically,
they will turn back.
Druids do turn back. At least normally. I've never actually taken a look at how druid forms work in Pathfinder, but I think they do turn back when their animal form dies.
You know what I think? I think a wizard did it.
Well,
nah, they just got babies.
Is it a curse from the
magical babies?
I think this.
Clearly.
I think the one who did this was the anti-grave guard.
The anti-grave guard. I mean, they're not undead. That much is certain. They're definitely alive.
So the lifeguard.
The alive guard.
Yeah, exactly. See?
Thank you very much. And well, wow, what is going on? Maybe we'll find out next time. See you then.
Maybe it's their shauma.